What's up, guys? It's Jim Pickens here, and I just want to do this quick video to let everybody know that I have put out the course. I know I've been talking about it for a very long time, but I just wanted to make sure it was ready to go, and it has been on the market for about 4 to 5 days now, and the feedback I've gotten has been absolutely tremendous. I've got countless emails and testimonials from people that they just love the course. I did want to go through a couple of emails and testimonials of people that bought it in the last 5 days or so, and show you kind of what they've been saying about the course and what they think about it. So I'll just go through a few here. I've got one from Andrea, and she had a couple questions, and I'm including this in here because a lot of these people, they ask questions and then they let me know how the course is going for them and if they like it in the same email or in the same thing. So I'm putting those in here as well. And she says thanks so much, I'm loving the course already. And the good thing about the course is you're not just going to get the videos and the information, but what I'm doing is I'm actually working with you on your business, because this is a business. Whether you do it part-time, whether you do it full-time, whether you just want to make $1,000 extra a month, or whether you want to go full-time with it and do $4,000 to $6,000 or more profit a month. Either way, you're probably going to need help along the way. There's going to be questions that you're going to have, and I get back to people the same day. Anybody that you ask will be able to tell you the same thing. Any questions that people have, I get back to people right away. So we got one from Rick. He said, great job with the course. Got one from another person named Jim. He says, I love the course, man. I've logged in, watched some of the part 1 videos. I had some issues, I guess, with part 2, but that must be a Vimeo thing, and I guess he fixed it. He said, course is well worth the money spent. So, and I've been getting a lot of that. I've actually been getting a lot of people saying I should have charged more. All right, so this one's from Kyle, and this is a subscriber, and he says he wants to thank me for all the YouTube videos, and he's actually been selling, and he says he's made $13,000 in sales with a 400% return on investment, going to book sales, thrift stores on the weekend. So again, this is someone that just does it part-time, and he even did some Q4 stuff and did a decent amount of sales, but here's the issue, and he says sadly the return on investment is not as great, and that's really the problem with the typical arbitrage and online arbitrage, retail arbitrage. The returns aren't as high, right? But if you could spend $1, turn it $10-20, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. We've got another one here. He says, hey Jim, yes, I'm loving it, referring to the course. I just wanted to make sure he was able to log in the course, and say he left Hoodwill with a nice haul. He's looking forward to learning more, and he asked about a Facebook group. And by the way, I don't have a group, but I do have a page, Facebook page. If you search Jim Pickens, you'll find it. And one from Easy Money Picker. He said, yes sir, thanks, course is excellent, and he says he's working on a website. Right? So this is typical of the feedback I've been getting. And by the way, the return rate, because I do offer 14-day money back, for any reason, and I have to tell you that the refund rate is basically 0. So obviously people are happy with the information. I want to put this one in here because this girl had a lot of questions, and she had specific questions, and I want to show you that some of my responses right now. I responded same day, and there was a Craigslist ad, there was a bunch of books, and she didn't want to mess anything up. I told her what to look for and what to do, because she was making the assumption, like a lot of people do, that textbooks, because they're textbooks, they're going to buy them. And I said, don't do that. I said, don't make the assumption, make sure you scan them. And she says thanks for the fast response and knowledge. She's talking about the triggers, because I have all the triggers in the course. That's part of the value too, is being able to get answers for the questions. We got another one from a guy named Phil. He says, I'm able to view the course, and he said, by the way, this is a fantastic course. Got one from Ed, great course, well thought out and presented, very good info, I would like to recommend it. One from Keith, And he said, I've already watched the first 8 lessons and ordered all the supplies you recommended. I'm quite pleased so far. Thanks for your prompt attention to my problem. Got one from Kyle. He's saying, really enjoying the course so far. He's learned a ton. Had a question about Craigslist haul. And again, he says the course is great. I got one from Robert. He says, your course so far is just amazing. I'll be combining many of your methods with mine to bring my income level even higher. He actually says that he's been doing it for 2.5 years using just Profit Bandit and Camel. So I can only imagine, how well he's going to do now with information in the course now, because, you can do it that way. And I did do it that way in the beginning, but when you really step your game up and you do it with the right software and the right scanner, it makes all the difference in the world. So I'll hear from Robert 5-6 months on the line, and he'll just be absolutely killing it. One from Rusty, and Rusty says, we're really gleaning great information from your course. We jumped in both feet last June. He even says that they replaced one teacher's salary so far. Okay, so this is real information, guys. This is real testimonials. These are people saying, look, they're really making money. They replaced someone's entire salary by selling used books. That's all I really wanted to show you guys for the testimonials. But the truth is there's countless more. It would just take too long to go through all of them. So I did want to show you guys a little bit about what you get in the course and how it's broken down. All right, so the course has 3 different sections and a bonus section. There's fundamentals, which has by far the most videos. There's sourcing domination, which is sourcing techniques and sourcing methods. And then there's pricing for profit. Okay, so there's 3 different sections, 39 videos, over 10 hours of content here. And so fundamentals part 1, this is all the sections in part 1. We go over buy triggers, scanning software introduction, what you need, all the tools and everything that you need to go through this. The fastest way to scan all types of books. That's a really great video. I know a lot of people are going to really like that one. Understanding sales rank, inventory lab settings, and best converting condition notes. Because some condition notes will make your sales a lot higher than other condition notes. I don't care what anybody tells you. Condition notes are a big deal, and you have to do it the right way. Inventory Lab start to finish. That video goes through listing on Inventory Lab. It goes through actually boxing up the contents. It goes through putting the labels on the boxes. So it's the complete process from start to finish to where you get your packages out the door. So the books aren't sitting in your basement or something. The second you get the books and you list them, they're out the door. You don't have to stare at them. You don't have to ship orders, book by book. You send out 500 books at a time and you get a paycheck. And that's what's so great about this. How to remove and re-add a book to Inventory Lab. So that's something that you might have to do if you make an error in live mode. I have how to list up to 100 books per hour, how to grade your books accurately. So I've done kind of short videos on grading, but this is really detailed how to grade your books, because this is a very big thing for beginners. And judging conditions. So this is a live video. I go through countless books on how I would grade the books, because that's very important. How to maintain a 100% feedback rating. A lot of people don't even realize that, when you sell FBA, the chances of you being able to maintain a 100% feedback rating are actually very high. You just have to do the right thing. And I go over how to do that in that video. I go over how to get rid of your duds. So if you buy a bunch of books and you have books that are duds and you want to get rid of them, I have methods in here where you can just get rid of them, or I have methods in here where you can actually get paid for them. Identifying and selling book sets. I have when to sell on eBay, and I have books with no image or no dimensions. And then fundamentals part 3, I go into LTL shipping. So that's where you could save a lot of money when you're shipping a lot of weight. I go into how to create the LTL shipment. I go through everything from start to finish, really detailed. Profit splits. So if you know someone that, they get a ton of books, like if you know someone that, you can't get the books for super cheap and you're getting a ton of really valuable books, you may want to consider doing a profit split in that scenario. So profit splits is a great video. It goes over all the accounting on how to set that up and how to keep track and how to pay people. If you do a 50-50 thing, sometimes it could be hard to know which books are yours and which books you're getting from that source that you're doing a split. and it goes over all kinds of things there that are really helpful in that regard. Jump starting your feedback rating as a new seller, so that's a really important one. Inventory Lab accounting, because Inventory Lab has a lot of accounting features that, when you go do your taxes at the end of the year, you give your accountant, the Inventory Lab information, and you walk away and you're done. That's what Inventory Lab can let you do if you keep proper records. So I go over a little bit of the accounting there. Scheduling your week and keys to success. So this goes over how to structure your week so that you make the most money. I have how to purge your inventory for long-term storage fees. So when those long-term storage fees hit, they can be brutal. And to go through an inventory of 3, 4, 5, even 10,000 books or more, that can be really difficult. But in this video, I make it really simple, and you can go through it very quickly. 10, 20 minutes, and you could be done. So sourcing, I've got all kinds of really great sourcing videos here. We've got how to make thousands from book sales, sourcing method number 1 with secret technique. I've got some other sourcing methods here that I don't reveal here, but they're in the course. Setting Craigslist alerts so that you get alerted when book ads pop up. How to find unlisted book sales. Sourcing at Goodwill Outlet. Mutually beneficial relationships. So this is for books that come to you. And how to negotiate for books, which is super important. And then the last section here is pricing for profit. Now I have how to price your books the right way. This is super important. I actually have someone, their first 30 days, they sent in a bunch of books. They sold 40% of their inventory in the first 30 days because they followed all my advice in the course and all the videos. I've got pricing after the fee changes. So when those fee changes come into effect, I let you know how I would be changing my pricing. I also have all of my repricing settings. Now those repricing settings have been responsible for increasing my sales by tremendous amounts. And I hold nothing back, and I give you everything as far as my repricing settings go. And I've had people say that the price of the entire course, was worth it for just the repricing settings alone. I've got setting pricing floors on your textbook and arbitrage items because you don't want to sell your expensive books for too cheap. So you can set a pricing floor. I have a few testimonials from Kevin and from a few other people. At the end of the day, these are people that have been very successful. They made thousands of dollars selling books. So I want to just shoot this video real quick to give you guys a heads up that as it stands right now, within 3 to 4 days, the course is coming down. And it will not be for sale. If you want to make an extra couple thousand a month, or whether you want to make it a full-time business, no matter what you want to do, I've set the price pretty competitive, on this course. So everybody's felt like they've got their money's worth. Like I said, I've had basically zero returns. I give 14 days to try it out. If for whatever reason, it isn't what you expected it was going to be, then you can get your money back and it's no loss to you. So, hopefully you'll check it out and you can make some money with it, because that's the whole point of it. That's why I put it out. Help people make money. And with that said, this is Jim Pickens, and have a good day.